Hey everybody, this is Shane with Crystal Clear 101. I have another toy review today. I have another Halo Mega Bloks set that I'm going to review. And as you can see, this is actually a pretty massive set. But this is the Cauldron Clash set. This is a Halo 4 inspired set. This set contains 518 pieces and it contains 6 minifigures. And each minifigure is actually a new mold. This is the first, not only is this a Halo 4 inspired set, but this is also the first Halo Mega Bloks set to include Mega Bloks Promethean minifigures. And I'll get to those minifigures in just a moment. But first off, I gotta say, this is a massive set right here. Just this Forerunner structure right here, I'm not exactly too sure how long this is, but with this little Forerunner tower right here, matter of fact, you can barely even see the very top of it. That's how big this set is. But just this tower right here, this Forerunner tower, is 12 inches tall alone. Now, if I had to take a guess on the length, it's probably about somewhere between 15 and 18 inches long. This is a pretty big set. But this does have a couple of little extra features. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring in my camera a little closer. But for starters, this little set right here, this does have a little action sequence with it, which is this little piece right here is basically just a weight. You remove it, and this piece flips over. You have a minifigure on it. When this piece is removed or blown off or whatever it's supposed to do, this flips and it flips the minifigure off. So, you know, that's a nice little feature. It's certainly different, but as you can see, this actually has a few different pathways. There's one right here. There's one on either side of the structure right here. Then there's these two right here, and both of these are on hinges. This is also on a hinge, but as you can see, this is not only is this massive, but for what it is, I'm actually reasonably impressed with it. Now, as for the minifigures, let me go ahead and start off with the human minifigures. Alright, here's the first one. Let me get my camera in focus. There we go. First up is the newly molded Spartan Soldier. And this Spartan Soldier actually looks really, really good. He does have a peg hole on his back for weapon storage. Speaking of weapons, he comes with the brand new railgun. This has probably been my favorite of the new human weapons in Halo 4, is the railgun. Great against Promethean Knights. But anyway, he's done up in a standard green, like you see, as basically a standard default color for most Spartans. The next human figure is the UNSC Marine, as they appear in Halo 4. If you want me to get technical, this is not a new figure, because my understanding is there's actually a ammo pack set that actually contained this minifigure, albeit in a different color. But for me, I have not seen that ammo pack in my little town yet, so for me, this is a new figure. But his color scheme is done up in that of a Halo 4 Marine. He does have the standard backpack like all the other Marine minifigures have. And he also comes with a new weapon. He comes with the Halo 4 style DMR, which is pretty nice. It's actually nice to go ahead and see the DMR Mega Bloks form. But the way that this Marine is done up, his color scheme is actually rather attractive, to be honest. But another good one, if you want to give me my opinion, this is actually another good one to army build with if you can find these little minifigures. Because I personally actually really like this little Marine. And now, for the ones that got me excited. First up is the Promethean Crawler. Now, His legs are, each leg is one solid piece. However, each leg is on a ball joint. His head, as you can see, is on a little ball joint. But, I mean, even as simplistic as his articulation is, he's still actually really cool. He actually looks like the in-game Promethean Crawlers. Albeit he doesn't have a little bolt shot or a little suppressor that you put with him. But either way, this is a nice little crawler. And you actually get 2 of them with this set. So that's actually pretty nice to get a couple of crawlers. Next up is the Promethean Watcher. And this is probably the one enemy in Halo 4 I absolutely hated, were these little Watchers. These actually look really good in their Mega Blok form. These little discs right here are adjustable. These limbs right up here, down here in the front, those are all on swivels. You can adjust those. And this figure does come off this stand. But there's one Promethean Watcher that comes with this set. And last, but most certainly not least, probably the most impressive figure with this set is this. It comes with a Mega Blok Promethean Night. And this is probably the biggest Mega Blok figure in the entire Halo line. This is even bigger than the Mega Blok Hunter. And that Hunter came at just under 2 inches tall. This is probably about a good 2.5 inches tall right here. This is a massive figure. And I may surprise some of you, but to an extent, I actually like this one better than the McFarlane Promethean Night. Yes, I love that McFarlane Promethean Night for the sheer attention to detail, and the sheer amount of articulation. But there's actually two things about this Night I love about. There's 2 things about this particular Promethean Night I love over the big one. Number 1, yes, this one does have a scatter shot. However, unlike the one on the McFarlane Promethean Night, now you can still take the scatter shot off of this one like you can on the big one, but this one does have a peg. This has a peg right here. What that means is that, unlike the McFarlane one, you can actually give this to another figure. So, you can have a Marine, you can have a Spartan, you can have an Elite, you can have another minifigure hold a scatter shot. So that is just awesome. The fact that you can actually have another minifigure hold a Promethean weapon. This arm blade does come off. However, if you wanted a figure to be able to even hold this little blade, you have to turn their hands sideways. But you can actually have a minifigure hold this little arm blade if you want. Now, like on the McFarlane Promethean Night, these pieces do raise up. This does have storage for the little Watcher. However, hold on one second. Let me show what it is about this one I actually like over the big one. And this, for me, is a big deal. Alright. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how well you can make that out, but there's a peg here and a peg here. There's a reason for that. Alright. Here's my Watcher. You can actually store the entire Watcher in the back of this Promethean Night. Now, on the McFarlane Promethean Night, you could store the Watcher on it. However, it was just the head and torso of the Watcher. You couldn't store the little wings in it. But in this particular Promethean Night, you can actually store the entire Watcher in his back. So, that just makes this little minifigure kick-ass. I don't say that often, but that is great out of this little minifigure. I have nothing but great things to say about this little Promethean Night. But what's my overall bottom line on this little set right here. Hold on, let me try to get these all in. But overall, I have nothing but good things to say about this particular Mega Bloks set. The suggested retail on this is $44.99, it's $45. But if you can find this particular Mega Bloks set and you got the $45 to spare, don't skip out on this. You come with it comes with 5 minifigures. I'm sorry, 6 minifigures. 5 new minifigures, what I meant to say. Technically 3 brand new weapons. You get 1 massive Forerunner structure. Not only that, this is technically a little playset. So that's another added bonus. But my overall opinion of this set, I am very thoroughly impressed with it. If you can find it, get it. 2 thumbs up. I really like this little set right here. But anyway, that's my review on the Halo Mega Bloks Cauldron Clash set. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.